Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 57 of my Bath City Lower League Management playthrough in Football Manager 2015. And here I have played through until the youth intake, 2017 youth intake for this save. And you can see, some teams have listed players for loans. I've just arrived here yet, haven't checked out, those other messages. So hopefully, we can get someone decent. And you might notice on our form recently, we're 19th, so I'll focus on the results a bit. But they're probably to be as expected. But we'll see if we have anyone decent now, and it is another guy. We seem to get that one guy so far in this save with the high potential, but it's not like he's an absolute superstar, or they haven't been. We'll see how good this guy is, and you can see with the 3 finishing for attacking player isn't ideal. Composure 3 is an interesting one. He's going to have high dribbling without a doubt, but definitely at this level, even for the highest potential guys you'll get, the attributes are going to be still really weak. You can see what's his potential to be a leading Sky Bet League 2 attacking midfielder in the future. So I suppose that's acceptable, but I think he's not going to make an impact yet. He might be one of our first players we may have to loan out, depending our expectations for next season, and I'll go on to that a bit more maybe after we play the game today, or whatever the situation is. But there's probably bigger news. This youth intake isn't really the biggest news for this episode at least, but we'll definitely, he's worthy of offering a contract. He's going to fit with all our other players that's got potential to be a leading player in this division at least, and maybe good enough to help us in League 1, depending when we do get promoted for that. So we'll check out the next guy, Harry Baker. He's got some very strong mentals. That's not bad for a defender. Right back and left back he can play. He might have problems with injury, so I'm not even sure. He's got potential ability to only be again, the judgment is not absolutely amazing, but I can't see him being a first team player. So for me, they have to have that really high potential like the first guy, or they're just simply not going to be good enough, because we need to increase the quality of our players. Like, he'll be on par. He's not even as good as the other players, and potential to be not even as good as them, or just as good as them, as where we need to improve that level of player to get promoted. And Craig Miller, and as you can see again, he's got this long hair for a 15-year-old, a centre back. He's not really quick, hasn't got the best, and he's got average tackling attributes. What's his potential like again? He will just be, his current ability anyway is a decent player for Vanarama North or South Sides, and we are 2 leagues above that right now, and you can't really see him growing too much with that kind of potential. So we'll just offer the 1 contract, and the rest, it won't be worthy of wasting our time checking them out. I'll just click on one like Ricardo Henry, and he's got some nice hair there, but all those all those 1 attributes, he's not going to be good enough, those kind of players for the team. So Jake Garner is obviously the highlight, but still he has a lot of weak areas. He's definitely going to have to be nurtured a lot, like really weak finishing, composure. He's not going to be a goal scoring type. And then if you want to play him a bit more as a centre mid role, because of that, his tackling is only 1, marking 6, not too bad, but again, strength 3, so he's going to be a weaker player in midfield. So we're just going to have to see what role he would have to play for the team. And like I said, there's all these players listed for loans, but I tried to, I think it was the last episode, I tried to make a couple of loan offers. I didn't end up getting them because I've reached a loan limit, which I think is 8 loans for a season. So I might hold the team meeting. We'll go through with that, but we got to go to more important things. We've got to focus on the league first and see how we've done. We did go on a good run for a period. I can't remember which was the last game I recorded, but either way, at this point where I lost like 4 games in a row, I was like, I really would just want to get these games done, so I can get to the youth intake, and more so to get to the end of the season anyway. But it may be a bit foolish. Well, I do try my best to win every single game, but realistically, you don't think we'll get relegated from here. But we haven't been on good form. We still need to probably pick up another win, you think, to make sure of it. But 29 points there, we still got a poor goal difference. If Colchester get their act together, you don't know what can happen. So it's still, but you think we'll pick up a win, at least a couple wins somewhere, just by how we've done later in this season. But our recent month hasn't been very good. It's been very poor to be honest. And we don't even have any injuries, just getting towards the end of the season with a youngish squad. And we'll check out the contract expiries. A lot of them are loans, so don't worry about those. Carl Jenkins will let go. Hopefully we'll get through. Maybe I'll look for another cheaper keeper or something. like on low wages with potential. I'll see anyway. Anthony Robinson, he's going to be a big one. If we're going to, like, you look at his potential, what is it? He's got potential to be a decent player of this level. We may have to look for someone even better. I don't really know. Dan Hart, we're going to let him go. Simply, not good enough for this level and potential not high enough. Kingsley James, a guy we signed this season, physically good. Haven't given him a whole lot of game time, but I still think he looks good. Like, physically he's good. Like, he's strong. He's a little bit quick as well. But 25, he's probably not going to increase a bit more. I still have to, I'm going to have to gauge the options, who's going to be available for signings. Dan Ball is a really interesting one. He's been okay this season. He's gradually getting better. He's always had some potential to improve, but he's still fairly susceptible to injuries, and he's not going to improve anymore now, really hitting that 25 kind of age. Will turn 26 later in the year when it starts next season officially, but we probably need to look for someone better, and his time is up. We need to, but we need the money there at the same time, which is something I'll talk about. Sakani Simpson, aging, only going down. He's been a good performer for us, but I think next season, if we're going to improve the squad, we've got to play these young guys like Joshua Emmanuel. What's his potential like? See, it's only decent, but I feel as though these young players, when you don't play them too much, their coaches report it lowers, but I still think he has decent potential in him, at least to be a good player in this league. But yes, that's how it's going to pan out. And the rest of the team have a contract for next season, so that's going to how it's going to pan out. But we're going to have to make some big seasons if we're going to... Like, you want me... Realistically, you probably want to see me try, at least attempt to get promoted next season, but we're predicted to come last this season. Like, where is that upgrade going to come from? Like, every season, we're going to be expected to get relegated. Like, maybe our media prediction next season will be 20th or 21. It won't be any higher than that. So, it's going to be a struggle. We need some improvement. We need some money from somewhere. I know we bring in Ronan Griff, who's going to join when he officially turns 18 on his birthday. So, he'll be coming in for next season, and looks good defensively. Mentally okay, but physically pretty weak, not strong enough, you would think, and pretty slow. But he's a young guy with a bit of potential in him, so we'll see how that goes down. But the biggest news, and we do have a bit of a available wage budget, so now this is really big news. Not just it's good news, or might be bad. It's really big. As we click into transfer history, we have sold Andreas Haralabis. In the transfer window, it was actually, as you can see there, on the deadline day, to Leicester. There was actually a lot of interest in him. I can't show it because, that's just the way it is, because I played through it. But we sold him for 250k, and ideally, as a high-ish potential player, decent Premier League striker, he's not like a world-class potential, so you've got to keep that in mind. I feel as though, I got as much. There was about 5 or 6. Actually, I think I made a tweet on Twitter. I showed you a picture, or I tweeted that out, and there was about 5 or 6 teams that are interested. Some Premier League teams, and then I think some French teams as well. And don't get me wrong, I want to say this so you can understand, because there's always, maybe when I don't make a good transfer, or when you don't think it's enough money for a player, you don't understand the deals. Like, I offered so many times to all different teams that made offers. I counted for at least $1 million, and they just declined that. So $1 million wasn't even on the radar for these teams. 250k was the most I could get. I even lowered to about 600k, 700k. Again, rejected right away. So I had to go down to the highest. That was the highest I could get from him. You couldn't have got more for him as a player. That's the way it is. I believe personally I did a good deal for him, especially as we'll go to clauses right now, and we'll go to friendly matches. Leicester have agreed to play a friendly, which is okay. Does that mean I have to organise the friendly like in the preseason, or just automatically shows in next preseason? We'll see if that happens or not. But then I was able to add to that deal, which I think makes it even better. 50% of his next transfer fee will be owed to Bar. So it's not the profit, not that one. 50%. Say if they sell him, if he does actually get good and sell him for 5 million, if he does develop into that kind of player, we get 2.5 million of that. So, I reckon that's a really good thing, because there's a chance he may not develop into his potential for whatever reason. And especially for us, with our poor training facilities, he was never He was never going to become a player of that level. He was never going to become a Premier League player if he stayed with us, with our training facilities. He wouldn't have been able to grow enough. But at Leicester, maybe he could. So, and if he does, and he moves on to another team for a couple million, we'll get some decent money for that. So that's what I'll hope for. But again, it's probably going to be in the future, minimum a couple seasons, and maybe he might never leave them. You don't really know what's going to happen in his career. But yeah, I personally believe, and the fans believe, I got the most out of him money-wise. So if we go to the board, and we'll go to the board confidence, and you go to the fan reactions, and also Chris McPhee, I let him go, just free transfer, because yeah, wasting wages, not even playing him. Lewis Collins, they're happy with that transfer. But yeah, Haralabas. And hopefully you can focus on this here. It says, the fans feel the club has done well to get $250K for the player. They are also pleased that the club may financially benefit from any future sale of Haralabas. That is the 50% of the next transfer. It says, they are also happy that the club made a very healthy profit from the sale of Haralabas. So on that reaction, and I got a message from the board as well after I did it. So yeah, we made a very good profit from him. Don't forget, we signed him for $0, for free. Available for a free transfer. We signed him. He actually wasn't even at a club. I think one of my scouts picked him up. I can't really remember. But I remember he had a good report when I found him. And either way, yeah, we made some good profit. I feel, like I mentioned, we made the most money out of him so far, and we can potentially make a good amount. Getting that 50% of the next sale, that's absolutely amazing. I was happy about that. But in my mind, I just have a feeling, I'm not sure if you noticed, like, I just have a feeling some people might think I haven't got enough out of him. But you got to look at the kind of player he is. Right now, you don't know if he's going to develop into that or not. Sometimes regions don't develop for whatever reason. Of course, some do, but you don't know because he doesn't have world-class potential. I could understand if he had potential to be like a leading player in the Premier League. You'd want at least a couple million for him, but don't forget he's going to be a decent Premier League player, which probably means he'll be good at championship level, really. He'll be a really good player at championship, and those players never, ever get signed. It depends on, yeah, money and interest and all of that for more than 5 million or something. So at his age, yeah, 250K. Hopefully you can leave your thoughts on the transfer anyway. We did make healthy profit, but there's probably something you can notice. We're still in the red by quite a bit, so you could probably think, even if we didn't sell him, what's the difference? We didn't get, but I'm sure once the turnover, when the turnover comes over for the season, and then, like, whenever you start a new season, for whatever reason, yeah, the balance just gets fixed, and you're not in the red anymore. I'm not sure exactly how that works, if the players get, if the club gets a loan or something, I'm not really sure, but either way, or you get paid for finishing the season, and then, yeah, the money coming in for the next season when it starts, like the TV rights and all of that, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, that should be fixed up, and hopefully that will showcase the 250K, that should be showcasing the balance. Our balance should definitely be more than that, but if you go to our club as a whole, our club is worth 591K as, yeah, it doesn't say we're in the red, so we're worth something significant. It's better than being in the red, so we're not in the red in our worth, if that makes sense, our estimated value. So yeah, a bit of an interesting situation there. Again, this is the thing with transfer window, same situation with Manchester United. I don't go in intending to sell a key player for me. Like Haralabas, I didn't go in intending, but then there was interest and there was offers coming in for the player. I didn't transfer list him and offer him to clubs. Offers came in. I didn't even offer him when there was interest. Offers came in. So I feel when there's offers coming in and then you negotiate that, you're going to get the best out of him, opposed to, yeah, initially offering him to other clubs. So yeah, still leave your thoughts on it, but yeah, I hope you consider all the options I had to go through, and the best option, yeah, at this stage for us as a club, and especially when we've got a guy like Tyler Walker in the same position who's smashing in goals, and I guess you want to see the replacement we got for him. Yeah, Sean Maguire, we just added another striker to our ranks, and he's very good mentally. He's more of a creative type, judging that he can play an attacking midfield role, but saying that his vision's only 5, so he's a bit of a mixed one. A really good finisher, got strength and a bit of quickness about him, aggression as well. He reminds me of maybe a Wayne Rooney type of a lower league, because, yeah, he's pretty strong, and he's not, like, really, really slow. He's, like, aggressive player as well. Good finisher. Good heading, even though he has low jumping reach. If he gets an opportunity like a free header, he should be able to finish it. And he actually scored in his debut for us, which was pretty nice. You can see their first game scored a goal. So he did, and since then he's just been coming off the bench. So if we give him more starting chances, no doubt he's going to prove that he'll be a good signing, got that high potential as well. And I think he's, right now, his current ability was a bit higher than Haralabas. So, yeah, I still feel it was a good deal. He'll definitely be a good replacement. He'll play at least at a similar level without a doubt. And also, I have to give you an update on Simon Locke. I suppose maybe in the first season, he was doubted a bit. Probably didn't, again, do his best. But he's only been getting better. He's only been getting better as a keeper, and you can see that with his attributes. And he's broken a high attribute here in the green. 16 command of area. He's probably world-class for this level. I'm not saying world-class compared to the whole scheme of things, but at this level, he's a world-class keeper for this league. Without a doubt, he's a quality player. So that signing of him is really good. How much has his value gone up to? 40k? Yeah, he's got a contract to next season, so don't need to offer him a new one. But yeah, that 16 attribute of command of error, they're all improving as well. Look at that. He's becoming a really good keeper. He's going to be vital for our next promotion campaign, without a doubt. He's going to help us a lot next season. And this is what I want. Who's poisoning my players in Football Manager? That's been a problem for a long time. I know it's a feature in the game to be a bit realistic, but yeah, it happens every season for a couple players get food poisoned, which is never happened to me. I've never been food poisoned in real life. Have you? Have you ever been poisoned by food? I think it happens a bit more regularly than it should. For me, maybe it's a one-off, maybe once in someone's life, or even, I don't even know any of my family. I don't think they've ever been food poisoned, so I'm not sure what you think about that in the game. I think it happens a bit too regularly than it would in real life, I would imagine. So lads, as you would expect, the team morale is very, very poor right now, and this is not a good thing. If we don't win, if this poor morale continues, and it's going to be hard for us to pick up points, who knows, the impossible could happen. We could get relegated from here, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure if I showed you, but I did get a new contract during that period that I was getting some decent results, like wins and all of that. Where are we? I'll go to home, my contract, and now I've got a contract to 2021. It was just like a 1-year extension. So with that now, the board, if you go to board confidence, my job status is almost full, since it would cost that message there, or that status. So that's really, really good. My job status is 100%. Yeah, it's 100%. So I'm not going to get sacked, without a doubt. If I get relegated, that could push down a little bit, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But I don't want to be thinking that. And we could turn it around with a win. Who are we playing? We're playing Stevenage at home. Where's Stevenage anyway? They're 10th. So I've even beat teams higher this season. We're playing at home. Come on. We have to. A win would just keep my confidence a bit more. But if we lose, that confidence may drop. Ross Leffer, I'm going to bring on Shaw Maguire. I think he might be decent as a target man because he can play attacking midfield. Like if you get the ball, he can create something. I'm just hoping for that anyway. Ashley Fletcher. See, all these low morales and Anthony Robertson on abysmal. It's so bad to look at. That's probably the worst thing for me. But I guess we'll just roll in with this team. Got to have faith in the lads. Come on. Come on. And if it was 5 losses in a row here, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. And I'm not sure. This just shows you where we're at as a club. Like next season, like we're almost at the end of the season. Young players haven't really developed in a credible amount, have they? So it's going to be a similar season next season. This is the tough stage. And like I said, if you haven't got like a region like Haralabas, but sold him for even more, yeah, I haven't found someone like that to sell him on a really high level. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle. Some people have done that in the past, I've noticed, and they've got a high amount, maybe $1 million from a player. Then they can put that into the club and make amazing signings. But unfortunately, I haven't had the same luxury as that. Haven't really found a whole lot of regions with like a high Premier League potential, not just decent. But anyway, we have to focus here. Leah Lamb, come on. Yeah, motivate them. I won't touch it. Let's go. A win just would boost the confidence of the whole team. it's been my experience so far, especially this season. I've had morale like this in the past, then it just takes one win, and then they're instantly very good morale everywhere. It's all green. It's crazy how much it improves. But when you do have, in that point in time, when you do have that poor morale, it's really hard to increase. Oh no, don't let them score. Thank you. Good defending. Maybe get a bit lucky there. Comes off the crossbar, but yeah, we did okay. And Collins getting a knock here. Oh, we've been pretty lucky with injuries lately. We haven't had too many, so I can't use that as an excuse, really. We haven't really had injuries. Come on, score! Take the chance! Fowler! Oh, what a chance! Maybe it didn't fall to a centre-back. Oh, maybe if we could have found Tyler Walker, man, he could have finished that. But come on, Maguire, yes! I told you he can be good from headers, even though he's not that great at jumping. His jumping reach is only 5, as you know, but he's got good headering attribute. And he showed that there 1-0 before halftime as well. Come on. We need this. This is so important. Pretty much if we do win this, you think, yeah, we'll be safe. We'll be safe if we get the 3 points here. And especially with the morale boost we should get if we do win. Good first half. It wasn't the best. We didn't play the best, but we took our chance well. That's all you can ask from the team. And again, I'll just go safety. Leah Lamb with good motivating. He'll get a good reaction. And I'll say assertively, I was impressed with your solid defending. And they good reaction. I can really, because I'm winning, I can praise all of them, yeah? Impressed how you control the midfield. There you go. And then strikers, impressed with your finishing, yeah? There we go. That's perfect reactions. Surely we should win from here now. If not, yeah, score another goal. Come on. Okay, that ball. But yeah, with Maguire, I'm training him on the same role, actually, as a poacher as Walker. So it might conflict. Because I've got Ashley Fletcher. So you've got to be careful there. Oh, don't concede! Don't concede! Fuck! I can't win! I can't win a game. Own goal, man. I don't want to get frustrated, but it's been so hard. Like, I've just played all those other games now to get to this stage of getting the youth intake, and we just concede just these stupid goals. It's so frustrating. And even no matter how many times I play a game, like, what do I do? Lewis Collins. Come on. I just got to fight through this stage. Christy Davis, so come on. A point would be okay, but, you know, it's not what we're looking for here. We probably might go wing-backs on attack. Otis Khan, maybe that one will go on attack and the other centre mids will go on support. I usually do this when I need to go attacking. But sometimes, yeah, I might change it up a bit. I don't know, but we'll just do those changes for now. Otis Khan. See, and my problem with this 5 at the back, would playing attacking, would that work with it? Or this 5 at the back suits playing counter? That's what's been a bit troubling for me. Like, is it a waste of time going attacking? It doesn't really suit the formation. But I suppose a point would be okay, because we're picking up a point. That would be acceptable. That would be acceptable. What are we going to do? Lafayette to come on, and we'll take off Tyler Walker as much as I don't want to. Then we'll bring Sean Maguire. It's probably better in that role. So yeah, like I said, we have Ashley Fletcher and Lafayette as target men. So that's why I'm not training Maguire as a target man. I'm training him as a poacher, because then you have those 2 in each role to rotate. So yeah, it wouldn't be terrible here. It wouldn't be absolutely terrible, but maybe we'll just pump the ball into the box. Maybe be more expressive here. And yeah, because it's important to still hold on to a point. Because we've lost so many, maybe this is a starting point to pick up a point. I don't know. You can't get too frustrated with it. Come on, we can still score. Go! It's so frustrating at this level, I'm sure. You know, they just kick it to them. No, surely we can't lose, man. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Fuck, we're lucky. It's been a tight game. No team has had a clear chance, though, but both teams had a heap of shots, both 6 on target, and they've got a late corner. Surely they won't score from... No. No way. Not a... Oh, my God. Like, I'm not frustrated. It's just disappointing, man. the frustration comes from disappointment. It's not like I'm not angry at my team or anything. It's just, look, with that high attribute I showed you, a 16, and he still does that rubbish, and it's going to be another loss. It's going to be another loss. Unless we do something late. Why did they even let us have a chance, man? So again, let's just be aggressive, but this is not helping anything. Our morale's going from bad to worse right now, and we dropped to 20th. Colchester, what did they do? They still lost, so they don't look like a team that's going to be winning many games, and hopefully we can just hold on. But that shows you, some of you guys may be hoping we can do better next season, might push for promotion, but unless we make a whole host of transfers, which you probably can't see happening, we might make a few, 4 or 5 at a maximum, like to replace the players that are running out of their contract. It's not going to make a huge difference. So it's going to be another struggle, I feel, unless, like I said, we get a high potential guy that's going to be world class in Premier League and we can sell him for a few million, but I haven't been that lucky. And you can see here, 3-week injury for Otis Khan, Lewis Collins. So 2 of our most important midfielders on loan. Yeah, and it says boss unwilling to experiment, but this we were doing so well. I'm not sure where the form has come from. I let go of this guy because he's got an injury. We're not going to sign him up anyway. That was in the youth intake, so I'm not sure. Well, we still have a lot of games to play. It looks longer there than here. So yeah, but either way, surely I'll be able to, well, I will. I'll make sure I pick up enough points to stay up because, yeah, I wouldn't want to get relegated. So, yeah, hopefully come the end of the season, I don't know, maybe the last 2 games would be close and there might be a relegation battle episode. I don't know. Yeah, definitely wish me luck. It's going to be a tough end of the season, but like I said, hopefully we do stay up because I feel if we get relegated, it will be disheartening for me. And, yeah, I just feel this team, we've made some special signings, young guys with potential. We just need time for them to go into that potential. And I know some people may suggest don't sign potential players, sign experience. I tried to do that. I tried to do that at the start of this season, but no one good enough. The players with experience weren't better attribute-wise than the young players. So I thought I might as well get young players. It's only going to get better attribute-wise. So yeah, this is lower league management. It's gotten tougher. It's gotten tougher. I thought we were heading somewhere with the improved results maybe a couple months ago, but yeah, it's gone backwards since then, unfortunately. Any suggestions, drop in the comments. But for now, that is it. Hopefully enjoy the video, drop a like, leave your suggestions, and again, sorry I was a bit disappointed with the whole situation, losing games, but yeah, how could you not be disappointed? But yeah, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it either way. Hopefully I can push on, maybe pick up a couple wins and yeah, hold our position, safe position this season, and I'll see you guys in the next video.